Ever find that time flies when you're having fun but crawls when you're bored? Time perception is a universal phenomenon affecting everyone. We'll explore the science behind why time seems to speed up or slow down and the psychological factors contributing to our elastic sense of time. So what makes our brain interpret time differently? Let's find out. Our brain has its own way of keeping time that can sometimes seem out of sync with the world's clocks. Nestled deep within the brain lies a tiny but mighty master clock known as the suprachiasmatic nucleus. This little region orchestrates our daily rhythms and cycles, syncing our biological clock to the 24-hour day. Now imagine our brain as a conductor, and each tick of this internal clock is a beat in an ever-evolving symphony. When we encounter something new or thrilling, our brain ramps up the tempo. These are what we call internal pulses. As these pulses increase, our perception of time begins to stretch, making moments seem longer than they actually are. Think of it like reading a book for the first time. Each page is dense with new information, and it takes time to absorb. But on a reread, you breeze through more quickly because the content is familiar. So when we're exposed to new and stimulating experiences, our brain's internal clock ticks differently. Why does time fly when we're having fun, but not when we're watching paint dry? It turns out our emotional state significantly shapes how we perceive the passage of time. When we're caught up in the joy of a party or the excitement of a new adventure, our brain's internal clock speeds up. The pulses that track time fire more rapidly, and paradoxically, this makes our experience of time seem to pass much quicker. Conversely, when we're bored or feeling down, the opposite happens. The dreary minutes of a dull lecture or the seemingly endless hours of waiting in a queue cause our brain's pulses to slow down. This sluggish pace makes time feel like it's crawling by. Studies have shown that our mental engagement levels directly influence this time dilation effect. The more engaged and emotionally stimulated we are, the faster time seems to fly. So the next time you're bored and time seems to drag, remember it's all in your head. Remember how long summer vacation felt when you were a kid? There's a reason those days seemed endless. As we age, the perception of time accelerates, a phenomenon that might seem quite puzzling at first. However, it's actually grounded in the simple math of life. Imagine this: for a 5-year-old, 1 year is a whopping 20% of their entire life. But for someone who is 50, that same 1 year represents just 2% of their life. This shift in perspective makes each passing year shrink in relative size, speeding up our sense of time as we grow older. This changing perception isn't just a curious quirk of human psychology. It profoundly influences how we make decisions, plan our futures, and cherish our moments. As adults, knowing that time feels shorter, we might rush more, stress over the fleeting nature of life, or perhaps strive to fill our days with meaningful experiences to stretch the time we feel we have. As we grow, each year becomes a blink in the grand tapestry of life. Understanding time perception doesn't just satisfy curiosity, it can change how we live. Throughout this exploration, we've seen how the brain's intricate timekeeping, combined with the emotional roller coaster of our lives and the inevitable march of aging, shapes our perception of time. To truly slow down time and soak in every moment, embracing new and meaningful experiences is key. These moments can enrich our lives, making each minute count. Cherish every moment, and maybe, just maybe, time will start to feel a little longer.